So Darnley's Gin have come to Cold Town House here in the Grass Market in Edinburgh, and we have Josef from Civil Disobedience and Carys, who is performing in one of their shows. Josef runs Civil Disobedience, which is a production company. How did you start the production company? How did that come to be?
So my husband and professional partner Barry Churchwoods worked for the Fringe Society for many years. So he was really eager to kind of branch out and get to do some creative stuff of his own rather than just working with other artists all the time through his work at the Fringe.
Yeah.
So that's really where the idea came from, and we'd been talking for it for a long time, and then an opportunity just arose for Barry to leave his job at the Fringe Society and set up the company. I was still working full-time in a marketing job at the time, so that was really him running the company for the first kind of 6 to 8 months, and then I joined in January 2017.
And was that, so summer of 2017, was that your first Edinburgh Fringe debut as a company?
Yeah, we kind of think of that as our first full season. Barry did work on a couple of shows in 2016. But yeah, that was the first year that we had the company with both of us working full time, and we had 14 companies that we were producing, or shows that we were producing, and a few other that we were doing a bit of PR support for, so that it was a very intense year, baptism by fire.
Yeah, so you didn't start small, you kind of really...
No. And we had Courtney Act that year, and Roddy Bottom from Faith No More. We produced his opera, Sasquatch the Opera. So there was a lot of kind of big clients in the mix as well. So it was a stressful year, but in the best possible way.
Yeah, pulled it off, I'm sure. And have you grown year on year in terms of the number of acts that you're representing?
No. We kind of, after that first year, we decided that was probably a little bit too intense. So we're kind of trying to work our way towards a point where we're a little bit more focused on the type of work that we're supporting.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've probably grown as a company in terms of knowing how to pick the artists that we want to work with and the work that we want to be doing.
Yeah. And the name Civil Disobedience, where did that come from? It sounds very disruptive, but...
Well, yeah, it comes really from the ethos of the company, which is that we like to work with art that has something to say. We like to work on projects that are all about the improvement of society and helping each other out. And so I guess it's a kind of nod to not necessarily disobedience, but speaking your mind and solidarity and kind of like protesting and resisting oppressive behaviours and trends in society.
Do you feel like that's what the Fringe aims to do with the variety of performances that it has on offer?
I think so. I mean, I think really when you think of where the Fringe came from and the fact that originally it was essentially a protest against the international festival, because that was set up after World War II, and that's not it's a procured festival, so it's not open access. And then some companies decided, well, if we can't be part of that, then we're just going to set up our own Fringe festival. So I think that's very much in the original spirit. And I think really the Fringe is such a great platform for so many different types of artists to come and showcase themselves and their work. So absolutely. Yeah.
And you've obviously got Carys on the bill. The really interesting show about love, neuroscience. There's musical pieces in there that she's written herself.
Yes.
What other kind of acts do you have, and how do they complement each other?
Well,
or contrast with each other?
Yeah, no, we work with a lot of a mixed bag really of artists, I guess, and types of projects. We do love this, Carys' work. I'm a massive fan of cabaret, so anything like that just totally floats my boat. But yeah, we're working with an artist called Kirsty Young, who is a Scottish contemporary folk musician. She's got a multidiscipline show called Young Night Thought on at the Pianodrome, which is this bar down on Pitt Street. made completely out of recycled pianos. And that's opening tonight as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. We're working with Grey Cat and the Flounder, which is the Pittsburgh New Music Ensemble. They're doing a binaural piece, which is basically they have this special microphone and all the audience members are in headphones, so you get this really kind of amazing, immersive experience. So that's a very different kind of show, because it's essentially a kind of conventional love story about life and friendship and love and loss. It's very sweet, but not at all kind of loud, brash, cabaret like Carys, and also Jock Tamson's Parents, which is our own show that Barry's written. That's a kind of a part drag, part cabaret theatrical experience where we invite audience members to participate by taking part in open space debates throughout the show. Also lots of fun musical numbers throughout it, and lots of loud pop and a little bit of kind of a few dark moments in there, but really it's a party night. So really the work that we do is really quite varied. It just depends a little bit on whether or not we get a feel for and if an artist approaches us and we like the sound of the work or we like the person, then we're open to anything and everything, really. But I guess we're drawn primarily to queer work and work that deals with social injustice.
And how did you find Carys, or did Carys find you?
Yeah, we were originally approached by the Wales Millennium Centre, which is
my co-producer.
And we got really excited by it. I think maybe they got to put in touch with us through the Fringe Society, and we had an initial Skype with the guys there, and we just kind of clicked from day one and thought, this sounds amazing. Love the show, the sound of the show as well. So we just kind of got together and via Skype, really. Haven't had a chance to meet in person until now, but
today over a lovely gin and tonic.
Over a lovely gin and tonic. Well, cheers, absolutely. And Carys, your opening nights tonight, how do you prepare ahead of a show?
There's a few different things. Generally I have to do so much vocal exercises because it's an insane range of musical genres, so that I hit all of my notes basically. So as fun as it is, there's a lot going on. I'm trying to get all the glitter on properly. And I don't touch anything. It's mainly just warming up as much as I can, really. I have a stage manager, Josh, who's amazing. I have to make sure everything's in place. So we give out chocolate in the show because we're explaining the effect of dopamine on the brain. So I get everybody communally to eat chocolate.
Bribery.
And I get everybody cuddling. So it's and also as the audience comes in, I cuddle everyone as they come in. So we all start having a connection. And we all start to think about the hormones that are going on in the room as well.
Nice. So it sounds a little bit immersive in that people are getting involved. Similarly with Jock Tamson's Bairns, you're kind of pulling the audience into the show. They're not just viewers.
Absolutely. I also have a Tinder date. An audience member will always be my Tinder date. It's not too much. Don't worry. But that's always lovely. There's always fun, and it's nice to get everyone interacting. And I really love a bit when I get everybody else hugging. So the whole room is getting to know each other, because that's the whole point of Lovecraft, is that as human beings we're losing connection. And people, you're chatting to your friends but you're not physically present, and actually the scientific importance of a cwtch, which is the Welsh word for hug, is really good for your mental health, for your stress levels, and also your immune system. So all that stuff,
all the good stuff. And can you just remind us where you can see your show?
It's 10:40 p.m. in Underbelly, Cowgate, every night bar the 19th.
Perfect. So not far from Cold Town House. You can have a Darnley's gin and tonic here and wander along to the show. And do check out Civil Disobedience. They've got several shows, as we said, running throughout the Fringe. So I'm sure there'll be something for everyone. Awesome.
Hopefully.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cool. You Now the jungle has its rules, and I just gotta keep it cool, and I'll be treated like a tool.